Hey Canucks fans, we are halfway through training camp, so let's take stock at where we're at. I'm Canuck Clay. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Saturday, October the 2nd. If you're new, this is what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. And as always, this vlog is brought to you by Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. Use the link in my video description. Today's Saturday. That means tomorrow Sunday. That means tomorrow I'll be doing my Ask Me Anything. So as always, find the post on my community page where I ask for questions. Leave a question there and I'll do my best to answer them tomorrow. So we're 1 week through training camp, 3 preseason games down. We have 1 more week of training camp to go, 4 more preseason games to go, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I hope to get to 2 of those 4. I'll go tomorrow to see them host Winnipeg in the afternoon, and I'll likely go to see them play Edmonton in the last preseason game of the slate on Saturday night. And in between, they're hosting Seattle on Tuesday, and they're playing away somewhere on Thursday. Not sure where they're playing. But yes, that's what the Canucks have in front of them. And given that we're halfway through camp now, I thought it would be a good time to kind of take stock of where the Canucks are at with everything right now and the news that's happened over the past week. The 2 biggest news stories are actually off the ice. The first one, of course, the contracts for Pettersson and Hughes. It sounds like they'll be officially announced tomorrow morning, which is good. But we got pretty much confirmation on the numbers yesterday. Vlogged about it extensively yesterday. Hughes, 6 years, $7.85 million. Awesome contract. That's a steal. Pettersson, 3 years at $7.35 million. Also a very good contract considering he's going to outplay that contract, I believe, for all 3 of those seasons. So that's the first bit of news. Nothing new to add other than that they're likely flying to Vancouver today. They'll announce the deals tomorrow. Probably ahead of the Canucks game tomorrow afternoon, which I'll be at. And then and tomorrow in tomorrow's vlog, I'll talk about if you're at the game tomorrow and you want to meet up, I'll be happy to meet you during the first intermission. But I'll divulge the location in my vlog tomorrow. And then if they're flying here today, introduced to the media tomorrow, first full practice on Monday, they may play on Tuesday night and get 3 preseason games in, or they wait until Thursday, a couple more practices, and then they get only 2. My guess is that they'll actually play Tuesday night if they tell Travis Green that they're ready to go. So we'll see. Maybe how they do in practice will dictate that. So that's the biggest story that happened this week. The other big story, the news dropped yesterday, is that Travis Hamonic is not opting out of this season. I vlogged about it a bit last night. Again, I don't want to speculate. We just know what's out there, that right now it's a personal matter involving his family. This one's really interesting because I think people are split. Some people are saying it's family first. Whatever his reasoning is, we need to respect that. And, whenever he gets here, he gets here. I think there's another big part of the fan base that's saying you're a professional. You're getting paid $3 million of salary. Get your butt here. And I don't know if they're using those exact terms. But I think that's part of the, part of the fan base is saying that as well. As I mentioned yesterday, it's kind of like the worst case scenario for short term. If he's not going to be on the team for the next little bit and we don't get to utilize him and his talent, yet his salary is counting against the cap. Others will say, Clay, that sounds insensitive. He's dealing with something. I agree. You guys have heard me when I've vlogged about it the past couple of weeks. I've said as a husband and as a father, family first, absolutely, regardless of salary, regardless of roster spot. But every day that he's gone, though, the practical side is the Canucks need to find a way to replace him while not replacing his money, if that makes sense. So there's that story going on as well. On the ice, Brock Boeser is out for at least a week. Rumor was it was an ankle, but I'm not sure if that was confirmed by anyone. But yes, he's out at least a week. So hopefully he's back for the regular season opener way down the road on October the 13th. So with Boeser out now, Pettersson and Hughes on their way. Sutter and Mott still injured. Justin Bailey on his way. And Travis Hamonic out. That's still 6 or 7 regulars that weren't at practice today. So this is how they lined up today. And a couple of notable absences we'll talk about. But it sounds like this is because I don't think there's a skate tomorrow. So in essence, this is the lineup that we're going to see tomorrow is my guess. Horvat between Höglander and Pearson on the first line. So that's Horvat and Pearson together with Niels Höglander. So that's the line we saw all of last year. Then you have JT Miller playing with Matthew Heimer and Nick Petan. Dowling between Garland and Gadjevich. So Garland and Miller split up. And then Dickinson between McEwen and Di Giuseppe. And those are the forwards. Noticeably absent, of course, Pettersson, Boeser, Sutter, Mott, and I said Podkolzin is the other big name missing from this list, Podkolzin. And then actually Chason isn't there as well. And then your four defense pairs, Oyel and Pullman, Hunt Myers, Rathbone Shen, Juolevi, Burrows. So let's talk about this. The forwards, interesting to see that Horvat, Pearson, and Höglander are back together. That's because, and then Petan is playing with Miller and Highmore. So Miller, Garland, Podkolzin split up. Podkolzin not in this list. Maybe after playing 2 of the first 3, they'll give him a break. And so he won't play tomorrow, as much as I would love to see him on the ice tomorrow live. And the other thing is, I think we're going to see JT Miller start as a center because, Dowling's not going to make the team, at least not off the bat. So they're waiting for Petey. So really, it could be a Petey, Horvat, Miller, Dickinson down the middle, especially with Sutter out. You have Dickinson as your 4th line center as opposed to playing in the top 9. So that means there would be a top 9 spot for a guy like a Petan or a Chason potentially. Then when you look at the 4th line, it sounds like Di Giuseppe has the leg up to win one of those spots because he had a lot of penalty kill time in the game yesterday, the exhibition game. And I'd say Highmore, the fact that Highmore is skating with Miller and Petan seems to suggest that he might be on the 4th line. So you might see a 4th line opening night of Dickinson between Di Giuseppe and Highmore, with maybe McEwen and Gadjevich having an outside chance of getting that spot. On the blue line, very telling, Oyel and Pullman. We know that's going to be the top pairing. Then you have Hunt, Myers, Rathbone Shen, and Juolevi, Burrows. Juolevi, Burrows, that's obviously the 4th pairing. So Juolevi's likely going to be on the outside looking in. And you could argue that Brad Hunt's had a pretty good preseason. Unspectacular, but very solid. Maybe he will be playing with Myers. And then Rathbone is holding a place down for Hughes. So you could see Oyel, Pullman, Hughes, Shen, and then Hunt, Myers. And that mean Rathbone, Juolevi both not making the team, at least not playing on opening night. And of course, that's without Travis Hamonic on the right side. He comes in, then he bumps Shen out. So that's how the Canucks are practicing right now. And that's likely what they're going to show as the lineup tomorrow. So again, tomorrow will mark the exact halfway point in that it's the hump game, so to speak. It's the game number 4 out of 7. And I'll be there. And tomorrow I would love to meet you if you're at the game. So Canucks fans, as we kind of take stock where we're at, as we reset, as we wind down week 1 of training camp and wind up to week 2 of training camp, what is going to be the most intriguing story to you? Is it how Hughes and Pettersson are going to get in the lineup and get acclimated and get up and going? Is it the Travis Hamonic story? Is it how long Brock Boeser is going to be out? Or is it the battle for the 4th line spots, 4th line forward spots? What are the most intriguing stories to you in the next week? Leave a comment below and let me know. Shout out to my hero members, nucksfan number 29, Justin Credible, Lucas Gates, and Andrew Chang, and the Hall of Fame members, Jens95, Sim Alexander, Chris Seifert, Adam Broomfield, and Shannon Hollingworth. Thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or in my videos on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you like to, like this video if you like to, become a member of this channel if you like to, leave a comment if you'd like to. What's the biggest storyline you're going to have your eye on for the 2nd week of training camp? Stay safe, stay healthy. Oh, and don't forget to leave me a question for my Ask Me Anything on my community tab on my YouTube channel. Now, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.